Greetings, this is Omji Keston. I am a breath specialist and I have the privilege of facilitating something that's really powerful in my life. Anxiety and overwhelm has been one of my biggest challenges. So this one's about anxiety management, breathwork for anxiety. You know, so often the brain gets challenged by it being inundated with information and pressure and tension, stress, anxiety, and all of this creates or stimulates the secretion of adrenaline and cortisol. And these are the two stress hormones that flood the brain with this chemistry, and it creates mental fog. We call it brain fog. So we lack clarity, we get sometimes confused and cross-wired in our brains as to how effective that could have been if we were not putting so much stress to the brain in its chemistry and the thoughts. So it's said that we take between 50 and 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of information coming into it. Although the brain is a supercomputer, these days we're just giving it way too much stress and anxiety. So breathwork works with the nervous system and the emotion and our thoughts very closely knit to have a very effective, in a short, instantaneous way, so that we can optimize, we can be more functional in the day and in a moment even. So really a simple thing, right? Let's just get right into it. Take a deeper breath in and breathe out with a sigh. Let's do this 2 more times. One more. Slower out. And feel the effects of that. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a little more before we're going to get into a few practices. The first practice is a sigh of relief anyway, because what it does to the nervous system is it says, rest, it's actually okay, I'm safe. And when we're anxious, what we're saying to the nervous system and to the brain, I'm feeling unsettled, I'm feeling unsafe, I'm feeling unsure, I'm feeling unclear. And that is connecting us with the sympathetic nervous system. So there's 2 parts: sympathetic, fight or flight or freeze, or parasympathetic, rest and digest, trust, be clear, have faith, and take one step at a time. So breath work can really help us move away, shift away from the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system, move away from adrenaline and cortisol, and connect us with brain chemistry that enhances, that uplifts our mood and gets us more motivated and driven, like serotonin and dopamine and endorphins and oxytocin. So first practice is a sigh of relief. And this really works well because we hold our shoulders and our neck pretty tense in our lower jaw, and by sighing we automatically just allow that to drop, especially the shoulders. So sit upright for now. And open, invite, eyes are closed, open or closed. I close my eyes preferably because then I just get more into my body and being present and not being distracted by my environment. So let's take a deeper breath in and breathe out with a sigh. So notice when you're taking a deeper breath, let's keep doing that. You might not have that much energy to really take a deep breath. So be really friendly, be gentle with yourself and kind to yourself. Just a slightly deeper breath in, and let's keep doing that. Closed mouth sigh. Doesn't matter if your breath is not as long as mine or if it's longer. We're just creating a rhythm of sighing out with a closed mouth. 2 more. Allow the breath to be normal for about 3 breaths. Observe. Great. Next technique. Same one, different style, with an open mouth. So this can be for stuff that is slightly more irritating, more intense. So closing your eyes again. What's stuff that moderately irritates you, gets you off your center? Moderate, so the first one might have been like really minuscule stuff. Knowing what those things are, let's take a deeper breath in, and like a child, get more animated. As children go like whatever, we're going to kind of do that. Whatever, don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Okay, that's it. Breathing in and just allowing it to wash away with a sigh. Those thoughts, those emotions that take you off center, that overwhelm, bring anxiety, stress, tension. Even allow a sound, an animated sound. And if you're an introvert, that sound might be more moderate. If you're an extrovert, that sound might be more animated. Doesn't matter, just to be curious and see how far you're willing to go now. And one last one, just imagine something really stressed you now, made you anxious. Sigh out. One more. Breath back to normal. And you might find that your body is telling you, your intuition is telling you to do another 1 or 2 more sighs. Go for it. And then allow your breath to come back to normal. Okay, we're going to take it to the next level. So this one involves a bit more of the body. So we so often hear sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system. That's part of the autonomic nervous system. There is another nervous system, the somatic nervous system. This is the information in the cells of the body. So crazy thing, right? We renew the cells, some every few hours, the skeletal system every 7 years. So after every 7 years, you have a new body. But here's the kicker. The information, the memory of the old cell is passed on to the new cell. So you might have had trauma when you were 3 years old. If you've not processed that, then it's still sitting in you. Sometimes, it might be gunshot related. You were robbed 20 years ago and you hear a gunshot and it takes you back to that moment. That's because you haven't processed, you haven't released that trauma. So it's sitting in your somatic nervous system. And this one, we're going to engage the body. So we use this, we allow it to wash out of the cells. And we're relating to anxiety today. So closing the eyes again. What makes you anxious that is more extreme, that is more acute, that is more intense? And notice your intuition will just pick up stuff. Stuff from today, from the previous day, weeks, even from a long time ago, whatever comes up to the fore. Okay, and as we breathe in, we're going to take the arms up and just stretch them over the head. And as you breathe out, it's like you're throwing it away. You're just going to let go. And allow a sound, open mouth, with the out breath, in breath, closed mouth. Feel like you are literally giving it away. Get animated. Envision that. Feel the energy. 3 more. One more. Breathe in, hold the breath. And breathe out, let go. Allow the breath just to happen. Great. We're going to get even more animated. This one is for the extreme. So let's just say you've got level 1 to 10. When you get to 9, 10, that's the red line, right? That's the stuff that can make you really angry or frustrated. And so closing your eyes, getting back into the mode. What does that relate to? What has made you really frustrated and angry and possibly resentful and bitter? And you know what else are those red line highest levels of intensity of what took you out of your comfort zone, what made you unsettled, acutely unsettled. Okay, knowing what those things are, we're going to take the arms up again. This time we're going to hold fist, and we're going to squeeze all the muscles of the body. So we're breathing and holding that breath. Hold, tighten, even the face, and breathe out, let go. Okay, let's do this 2 more times. Breathe in. Hold, tighten everything, even your toes, your fingers, your buttocks, your legs, your chest, your abs, your back, your shoulders, the neck, the face, even the muscles around the skull. Tight, tight, tight. Breathe out, let go. Like a dam wall bursting. Let's do this again. Deep breath in. Hold. Tighten. So imagine like you're venting, right? You're punching an invisible pillow, or you're shouting out at the top of your voice just to release, to debrief yourself from stuff that's held you, that's been held in you, that's frustrating and irritating. Yes, a few more seconds. And let go. Just drop the hands to the knees, preferably palms facing up. This helps you keep your heart open as well. Allow your breath to happen on its own. Observe the freedom. Observe cleaning the slate. Once we have a clean slate and we've debriefed from stuff that has hooked us in thoughts or emotions or in our body, then we have free capacity to apply ourselves to what is of most importance. So these techniques you can practice in the morning, maybe at lunchtime, in the after work, or before you go to bed. You want to travel light when you're sleeping at night. That optimizes your sleep. It leaves your day behind. When you do this first thing in the morning, stress and anxiety comes to us in that first hour of the day, most often, because we like looking at what do I need to do better? What do I need to do right? What are my priorities? Who else do I need to take care of, compensate for, probably be on the lookout for, feel threatened by? And, you know, we come from the sleep state and then we come into thoughts. So it's proven that there's most adrenaline and cortisol in the first hour of the day. So if you can flip that around and replace it with empowering connections and freedom, a free state of mind, then voila, we could be primed for a better day, more optimal day, more zestful. Once you got the positive chemicals in your brain and the body, then you are more driven, more enthusiastic by life. And that can be done any time of day, pretty much, just to reboot, to prime ourselves once again. Breath specialist OMG, I hope this was absolutely powerful for you. I love doing what I do because of the effects that I even feel for myself right now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy breathing.